I know you had season MVPs and then most disappointing performances in 2023. Take us through those two, the highs and the lows, if you will.
Yeah, I think the highs to me, it all revolves around two guys. It's Myles Garrett and it's Joe Flacco. And, I think we ended up giving it to Myles on the Orange and Brown Talk podcast. Just because he's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's the best player on the best defense. He didn't have his sack numbers. He did kind of fall off that sack cliff a little bit, but overall, you look at his production, the way he's double teamed, he was number 2 in the league in pass rush win rate, I believe it was, behind Micah Parsons. And he just, I think, is leading the pack for that Defensive Player of the Year award. But again, with Joe Flacco, you look at what he did, I think the 2 pick sixes in Houston might maybe slightly taint the memory of his time here, but I doubt it. I mean, he was one of the best stories in the NFL this year. I think there's no way this team makes the playoffs if they didn't luck into signing Joe Flacco. The fact that he did not have a job yet was very lucky for the Cleveland Browns. And then we talk about most disappointing. I think we kind of made this one a bit more broad. Like there are certain guys you look at their individual production, but for me, I think the most disappointing factor was just Deshaun Watson's season going how it did. And we kept repeating this on the podcast. I believe it's not his fault that he was hurt, right? But I think now it's disappointing that we're entering year 3 of this really huge deal. And we still don't really know who Deshaun Watson is in this offense. We have a really small sample size. And now on top of that, there's all these questions about this shoulder injury and how it might impact him. So for me, that was what I nominated. I truly believe that it's okay to say it was disappointing and we expected more, even though a guy got an injury that wasn't his fault.